Hello and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff and today we've got an exciting set. It's exciting because City and Star Wars are my two favorite themes, and this is a City set and it's got a lot in here, so we're going to go over all that. This set is just called Downtown. Simple name. It was released this year, 2023. 2010 pieces, 14 minifigures. That's quite a bit. And it retails for $199.99. Not only is this action-packed, it is large. So this thing is 16.5 inches long, 15 inches wide, and 16.5 inches tall. For those on the metric system, that's 42 centimeters long, 38 centimeters wide, and 42 centimeters high. So it's a pretty good size set. Now there's a lot in here, but let's go over the review. We always go off value, creativity, playability, ease of build, part out value, and then we take those 5 numbers, average amount, giving overall ranking. So the value. This set does retail for $199.99, 2010 pieces, 14 minifigures, so that comes out to 9.9 cents a piece. That's a pretty decent price pricing Legos has gone up and a lot of sets are 12 cents or above, especially even the non-licensed ones are 12 cents on average. So 9.9 is really good. And then you've got a lot here which will bleed into creativity, so I won't go into that just yet. But the one thing I didn't like about this set is that it came with 19 stickers. I'm just not a fan of stickers, especially when Lego does printed. Like, I know you can't really see this, but there's 2 records and a little control board for the DJ up here, and that's printed. And then you have the bike lane thing right here, it's printed. But I don't know, they just kind of pick and choose what they print and what they give a sticker to. And I wish they would just print them all. Stickers, you know, if you go online and try to buy a used set or pieces off of Bricklink, for instance, that are used, the stickers a lot of times are not applied right, they're upside down, they're crooked, whatever. It's a hassle, so I wish they would just print them. So because they gave us so many stickers, I'm going to give the value an 8. Now for creativity, normally I'll have to zoom in, but I can't zoom in on this too well. There's just too much here. So let's go over the creativity, and this is going to take a minute. I'm going to tell you right now, there's so much to this set. Okay, let's start off over here on the top. So over here on the top, we have a DJ station here. We've got speakers here, we've got lights, and we've got this floor that lights up. So it's kind of like a rooftop dance party little thing, which is pretty cool. I like it. And then we've got a little bit of greenery here. We have a recording studio here, which I really like. And I'd have to turn this around. I'll do that. What I like about this on the recording studio is they put a 2x4 brick on its side, and I thought that was a really cool touch. I mean, it looks like a 2x4 blue brick. You know, pretty. I like it. Ingenious. Okay, and then we've got the stripe here, and let's go around the back again. So here we have a vet's office right here, and we've got a little poor doggy who's being examined right now. Hopefully he's not getting the exam they don't like, if you know what I mean. Anyway, down here we got a little barber shop, yeah, I just knocked the hair off of here, and that always happens. You guys have watched my videos enough to know that I'm just blessed with that problem. I really do like the barber shop. I like it a lot. In fact, I'll turn this around again. It's got the old style barber sign that you don't see too often anymore. And I love those. As a kid, I don't know, there was just something about that. And I mean, I live in a small town that looks like it's stuck probably in the 1960s, 50s. And we do have a barber shop with that here. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, it's right next to the grocery store. We've got a waterfront. I like that. If you guys have seen my city mock, I do have a riverfront walk thing too, so I do like this. It's got a park bench, recycling bins, some greenery here, and in the greenery we've got a bird and she's got an egg there, so it's awesome. We've got a street lamp with, I guess is partially powered by solar, maybe not, don't know. And yes, I just knocked that hair over again. And so that's that. And then let's go over here. We've got this walkway that connects the two. And if you've been to a major city, a lot of them do have that between buildings, and I think that's pretty cool. Up here we've got some sort of, I don't know if that's supposed to be some sort of windmill to provide power, but we've got solar panels. And up here we've got like a little apartment now. The apartment I'll show you on the other side. It is kind of weird because in the apartment, well, I guess it's supposed to be a hotel, I'm sorry. In the hotel, you've got a little sink and a toilet, but no door going to the room. So I guess if you're gonna do your business, you better be the only one there because it ain't gonna be in private. But anyway, in addition to that, on the hotel, you've got this little balcony which has got a sun chair, and then hopefully you can see this right here, this little guy right here. Let me move the tree out of the way. It's like a little drink with a straw. I like it. I think it's a cool use of pieces because it uses 3 pieces to create that, and I like it. I think it's ingenious. I'm going to use it some more in my city. Okay, so this bottom level below that is the front desk for the hotel, and we do have a sign that was a sticker with the hotel sign on it, and it's got inside the front desk, and I know I keep doing that, but it's necessary. You got the front desk, but you got advertising for the pizza and a noodle shop down here, which we're going to see in a minute. Right here we've got a cell phone store, which I like it. It's got, you can't really see it too well, but it's got 3 cell phones in here. And so yeah, if your cell phone breaks by dropping it in the toilet, or I don't know, the wind catches the door of your car and throws it out of your hands and smacks on the cement and breaks your phone that you've had for 4 years and it was just fine, you didn't feel like having payments on it. No, that's not a personal story. It never happened to me. Actually, it did happen to me. It happened to me about 1.5 years ago. I had a cell phone for 4 years. Nothing wrong with it. It wasn't malfunctioning. No broken screen, no nothing. I get out of the car because I'm traveling with my sister. I open the car door. Big old gust of wind comes and takes that door, hits the cell phone right out of my hand, smacks it on the cement. It's gone. I ain't talking about just cracked screen. I mean like broke. That's how hard it hit. And yes, it did have a case. The case was 4 years old too. And what I surmise is that I had dropped it so many times, and the case had saved it so many times that finally the case just gave out, and that was the luck of the draw, and that's the time that it broke. But boy was I frustrated, because I'm still making payments on that new phone, and I don't like making payments. I don't like owing anybody anything. Anyway, enough of my whining. Let's go on. So, down here, we've got a comic book store. Which, oh, see, I keep doing that. I'm just going to leave it on the floor because I keep doing that. That's like the 3rd time I've knocked that thing. Inside the comic book store, we've got a glove here. We've got a little action minifigure. We've got what looks like it's supposed to be the Goblin's helmet, but I'm sure it's not because this is not a licensed set. But it's got a sign on this side that says City Comics. Now, I like comic book stores. If you didn't know, I used to collect comic books in high school. Transformers was my favorite because back then they were coming out. Anyway, it's all cool. Now, on this side, we've got this tiny little noodle shop, which there really isn't a kitchen, so I'm not really sure how that's practical, but it's right here. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be practical. It's Lego. I like these things here. These are barriers, which right now I just use a 1x2 round brick, 2 of them with a 1x1 plate on top of it is how I do it. But I think I'm going to switch over to these in some areas just because I like the idea. And then we've got a little pizzeria. I love the sign to it. My goodness, that's funny. It's awesome. I love the pizza slice. That's awesome. It's got a little oven in here. It's got a little counter for you to buy. In addition, it's got a sewer grate here. It's got plenty of pegs here so you can put your minifigure standing in line to get their food. It's got the new street. Well, it's not so new anymore, but it's got the plate for the road. It's got this little scooter, which in a lot of cities today, they've got those scooters that you can rent for a few minutes, and You know, people never seem to return them anywhere. They just, or maybe they die and people just leave them. I don't know what the deal is, but they seem like more of a nuisance than they are a help. Especially in the cities I've seen them in, they just leave them everywhere. We've got this fresh little fruit little truck thing with 3 wheels, and it's got another one of those little drinks I was talking about up here. I like it. And then the other cool thing, and I'll try to get a picture of this here, is you've got this little sidewalk here that's multicolored. So basically, that's a very long-winded way to tell you that creativity is a 10. And it's a 10 because there's just so much here. I don't see how I could give it anything less, and I wouldn't want to give it anything less, because for $199.99, which is part of value, the creativity, there's so much here. And I didn't feel like Lego got cheap on this at all. Sometimes I don't like it when they don't put a back on a building, but in this particular case, if they were to put a back on it, it'd have to cost more. Plain and simple, because there's so much here. The 14 minifigures, that's a lot. So I don't dock it anything for creativity or value because it doesn't have a back in this case. And it's a case-by-case basis. And this set is fine the way it is for creativity. Playability is a 10 for the same reason. You've got so much here. I mean, you know, you got the pizza shop, you got the hotel, you got the comic book store, you've got your, cell phone store, you got your hotel, I mentioned that, DJ, you've got your recording studio, your vet office, your haircut place, you got your riverfront, you got everything, man. Playability is definitely a 10. And if that's not enough for you, just slide another city set right next to it and play with it. Playability is still a 10. Ease of build. Now, I'm going to give that a 7, and here's why. There's a lot here. There's 5 instruction booklets total, and yes, for those who try to steal barcodes or these little QR codes, I already scanned mine, so it won't help you. But here's second book, third book, fourth, and fifth. And a total of 447 steps to this. So it was a longer build. It wasn't too bad, but it's just a longer build. And the part out value, I'll give it a 9. And that's because there's a lot here you could part out. So I can't really, dock it too much. I mean, and I wouldn't want to anyway. I mean, the types of pieces that are here, the windows, the doors, the road plates, the trees, the figures. I mean, there's a lot here. You could do a lot with it. So part out value is a 9. That makes the overall value to this an 8.8. So that tells you that I really like this set. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and leave me a comment below. I respond to most comments, and just keep the comments family friendly. That's all I ask. And if you want to help out the channel, here's a couple different ways. Head to PayPal. There's a link in the description. You want to make a donation. Donations do not go into my personal checking account. They go into the account to buy more Lego and to fix the shop and work on the city out there. So that's where it goes. And also, if you want to help the store out and you need something, if you need pieces for your builds, head over to my store in Bricklink. It's called the Chip Off the Old Block. There is a link in the description. We have about 900,000 pieces, and in most cases I ship within 24 business hours. So you're going to get it fast, and then you're also going to get the pieces you need, and then I'm going to get the money that I need to keep the channel going. So it's a win-win. Also, you can share a link to this video or any other video on other social media platforms, and that way it gets the word out and you become my marketing department, which I cannot afford at this time. Actually, probably will never be able to afford one, but hey, if you want to help me out, that's awesome. Another way you can help out the channel is watch another video right after this one. The algorithm just loves that, so please do it. All right, guys, be good to each other and stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on my next video.